Hi, I'm Matt. You can find more of these videos at mattdavisyoga.com. Today's class is an hour-long vinyasa flow, and we're going to be focused on moving, or on the stress of moving, and how to calm down. I have just moved myself, and that's why I thought I would teach this class. Moving house is really stressful. This painting did not fit up the stairs in our apartment building, and so we had to take out a window and then pass it up to the second floor. There were like 5 guys, and it was really stressful. So we moved on. I guess we moved on Saturday, and it's Tuesday now, and I'm only just coming down from the stress. And so today's yoga practice is going to be intentionally moving kind of calmly and with the breath. Just to sort of root back a little bit. I can even hear in my voice the slight breathlessness that goes with the stress of the move. And it's been a while since I was this kind of keyed up, like ready to go and do anything. So if you've moved recently, or maybe you're moving around a lot in terms of your work or whatever, then hopefully you'll find this flow nice and grounding and settling and restorative. Yeah. So let's begin just by taking a comfortable cross-legged seat and take a deep breath. Like just open the chest, open the shoulders. Lift the crown of the head up to the sky, and exhale, let that breath go. Inhale from the low belly all the way up into the upper chest. And exhale, let it go. Take a few more breaths like that on your own time. And let's just notice ourselves arriving in one place. You may want to slightly constrict the back of the throat just so you hear that Ujjayi breath. It sounds a bit like Darth Vader, but by making the breath audible, you will be able to focus on it more. So keep going, you're doing great. This time, at the top of the inhale, just pause and just kind of lock the throat a little bit, and then also contract those muscles that we use to go to the bathroom. And then also just contract the diaphragm a little bit so that we lock that breath in at the top. So inhale all the way. And engage these bandhas. Yeah. Holding the breath at the top. And then exhaling, release, let them go. Inhale again, holding at the top. Locking the throat, engaging the diaphragm, and lifting those muscles that we use to go to the bathroom, just to hold the breath in that shape. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. One more deep breath like that, and then hold the breath at the top. Inhale. Hold the breath. And exhale, let it go. Good. Bring the right ear to the right shoulder, and then roll the head back on the inhale. On the exhale, roll the head forward. And again, with control, just opening up the neck. And then go another way. One of the real gifts of yoga practice is that however stressed we are and however much our mind is running, maybe to that to-do list or that list of things you still got to unpack, just by breathing and moving the body, we can come back to center. Good. Let's take some nice shoulder circles, bringing the shoulders up and back, and exhale. Inhale to come up. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let them go. And changing direction. Good. I'm going to shake that off just a touch. It's going to bring the arms out wide now. Just bring the hands in. Just a nice lower arm stretch. Inhaling deeply. Opening the chest. And exhale. Next inhale, bring those arms up above the head to meet. Just take some wrist circles on the inhale and exhale. I always love the clicking noises that come from my wrists. Makes me feel that I am just filling this vessel very temporarily, this vessel of my body. And inhale, change direction. Good. Very nice. Just bring those hands down to meet the knees. And then we're going to roll over into a first tabletop shape. So just bring those hands directly below the shoulders. I always like to tuck my t-shirt in at this point just to save you the joys of having to look at too much of my fantastic body. So inhale, just raise the gaze up towards the head for a cow pose, and then exhale, coming over into cat. Inhaling forward into cow, and exhaling over into cat. Often really struck by this painting. I love to look at him. I bought him 10 years ago. I was living a long way away at the time, and I had no idea how I was going to move him around the world. I just knew that I really liked him, and that whatever decisions I took as a result of having bought him would be good ones. Inhale, just come back to a neutral tabletop and just bring that the right foot, the ball of the right foot to the back of the mat. Just roll it back and forward with the inhales and the exhales. I'll be right with you. Sorry about that. With moving house, there's always a lot going on. So we were just extending that right leg and just rolling out the ball of the foot. Let's move that left leg out. So that was a guy who he delivers vegetables from a farm upstate, and he was at my old house, wondering where I was. And so I had to take it because he's got a nice bag of vegetables for me. So just inhaling on the left leg and just rolling that out. Good. Let's bring both legs back underneath. And just kind of just shake the hips slightly left and right. You might not take any intuitive movements here. Anything that kind of occurs to you. I like to take a sort of deeper cat pose, but just whatever feels right for you right now. Whatever your body is calling out for. And then on the next inhale, just flipping over on those toes and coming over into a downward facing dog. Just the first one of the day. So you can keep those legs nice and bent if you want. The main thing is to bring a nice bend into that lower back. Inhaling deeply here. And exhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale, let it go. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Just roll forward on the inhale to a plank pose. Just hold that plank. Yeah. Let's build that little bit of heat in the body. Inhale and exhale. And inhale just to roll back into the downward facing dog again. And let the exhale go. Slowly on the next inhale, just walk the feet between the hands and hang here in a forward fold. Again, just arriving. Noticing if there's different sensation in the body than there is on other days. If you feel good, if you feel bad. Just checking in with the body in that forward fold. Yeah. Just allowing yourself, again, a sense of calm, a sense of pause. Yeah. Next inhale, slowly ragdoll up. So the head's the last thing to come up. And you're going to come up into your mountain pose. Feet are about hip width apart, just slightly facing up. Palms of the hands facing forward. Crown of the head lifting high. And on the inhale, just really fill that chest. So the breath's going right into the low belly. All the way up to fill the chest. And exhale, let it go. Tuck the tailbone under slightly so you sort of feel really rooted in the ground. Inhale. And exhale. One more deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Good. On the inhale, just raise those arms up overhead. On the exhale, fold forward again, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift or a flat back, just feeling that flattening of the spine there. Before you step the right foot to the back of the mat, drop that right knee. Yeah. You notice that the chest can open forward here as you inhale. Bring those arms nice and high above the head. On the exhale, maybe you come slightly deeper into that front knee. Maybe you come slightly deeper into that back hip as well. And inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward, hinging, framing that front foot, and bringing it to the back for a plank pose. Yeah. Exhale, knees, then the chest, and then the chin. And then inhale, rolling forward for a baby cobra. And then exhaling over into downward facing dog. Good. Deep breath here. There we go. And on the inhale, that right leg goes high, way behind you. And exhale, slip it through between the hands. Drop that left knee this time. And again, inhaling, just to rise up into our Anjaneyasana, low lunge shape. So you'll feel that opening across the hip. And if you want to, you can come slightly deeper into that front knee. Doing so with control. I always try and keep these muscles, such as they are, engaged, so that I'm not putting any pressure on the lower back. Nice deep inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, frame the front foot, bring the back foot to meet the front, forward fold. Hand carry. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale. And then inhale, rise up, arms rising overhead, hands to heart center. Good. So that's one side of our sun salutation. We're going to take the other side now. So inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, seeing that nice flatness in the back. And then exhale, step the left leg back this time, dropping that left knee. Keep the left hand down on the mat. Just inhale to raise that right arm up. Yeah, nice deep twist. And imagine someone giving you a really gentle high five on that right arm. So that it opens up slightly towards the back. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, frame the front foot. Step the right foot to meet the back for a plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. And then inhale forward for a baby cobra. Exhale over, downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale, left leg goes high this time. And exhale, step that left leg through between the hands. Keeping the back knee lifted. Keep the right hand down on the ground. Inhale for the twist on the other side. Nice. Imagine someone's gently giving you a high five on that left hand so that you slightly open up. You just feel that opening line across the chest. Inhale deeply, lower belly, mid belly, and the upper chest. And on the exhale, frame that left foot. Bring the right foot to meet it in front of the mat. And hang heavy for a forward fold. Inhale, arms right overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. And relax. Inhale, arms right overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging in the hips. Inhale from halfway lift, flattening the back. And then exhale, just to step that right leg back. Keep the right knee lifted this time in a higher lunge. Yeah. So on the inhale, just coming up higher. And that left leg this time, make sure that the knee doesn't go over 90 degrees. It can be all the way down at 90 degrees. And you can test that back leg if you want to, just by sort of dipping it to just touch that right knee on the ground. The right sole, the right heel is engaged, so it's not back, it's up. Yeah, and you should feel a lifting in the torso all the way up. It's as if someone's got a thread right in the front. It's just lifting you by it. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, frame the front foot. Bring it to each back, plank close. And then exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, rolling forward, baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, step the right leg through. And keep that left heel lifted this time. And then on the inhale, up into our high lunge. Good. Again, that front knee can go all the way down as long as it doesn't come over that 90-degree angle. And then inhale. Make sure that left hip is square with the right. There's a tendency to kind of unsquare. Square it. Keep that back heel lifted, not back, lifted. And imagine someone's pulling you up towards the ceiling from the solar plexus. Inhale from the low belly, mid belly, and the upper chest. And exhale from the front foot with control. Don't rush this. Bring the left foot to the right, to the front of the mat, and hang heavy in a forward fold. Just feeling the muscles release and relax. Enjoying that release. And breathing deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, let it go. Once again, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, arms rise overhead. In a prayer pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. And relax. This might be a good time to set an intention for the practice if you want to. Sometimes it's hard to come up with one, so I'm going to help. Let's say to ourselves, I am grounded and still. Inhale deeply from the low belly, mid belly, and all the way up into the upper chest. And exhale as you feel that mantra, I'm grounded and still. Good. Notice any change in the body, in the way that you feel. As you inhale, raising those arms up overhead. Yeah. And exhale, fold forward again, hinging at those hips into a forward fold. Inhale for a flat back, halfway lift. And then exhale, step the left leg to the back of the mat
Keeping the leg lifted. Yeah. And inhaling all the way up, high lunge. Good. On the exhale, see if you can come deeper into that right knee without bending it over that 90-degree line. You might want to heel toe the line, the feet forward. You keep that left heel lifted, the left heel lifted. Inhale deeply. Low belly, mid belly. Upper chest, slight back bend at the top. And then exhale, bring the front foot. Bring the front foot to meet the back. Plank pose. Exhale, you can do knees, chest, and chin here. Or if you're ready and you want to try it, come down, keeping those elbows in for a chaturanga dandasana. Inhaling up into an upward dog instead of a baby cobra. Again, this is optional, and it's not a competition. And exhale over into downward facing dog. If the phone is ringing in your apartment, you might want to answer it, or you might know that somebody else is answering it for you, and you might enjoy that as a nice thing that's happening. Good. Now, we're going to inhale here, and we're going to raise the left leg high. Step it through between the hands. Keep the right leg lifted, and inhale up for our high lunge. Yeah. Again, I like to suck the belly into the spine here, keeping that back leg lifted, and then heel toeing that front leg forward, just so I get a little bit deeper into the lunge. Again, you can slightly drop that knee down if you want to test how strong your back thigh is. And inhale, engage the thighs. Slight back bend at the top. All that breath in. And on the exhale, bring the front foot, bring the back foot to the front, forward fold, and hand heavy. Inhale slowly with control, rising up, and then hands to heart center. Remembering our intention. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. This time, inhale for a halfway lift, and step the left leg to the back of the mat. We're going to come up this time into our high lunge, but straight away, just bring the left arm to the back. Yeah? And then turn around and bring the right arm to the back for a low lunge twist. And then again, left arm to the back, right arm to the front, opening up, and then right arm to the back. That's the one. Nice deep twist. So you should feel nice kind of twisting sensation in the hips here as you inhale and bring that breath right the way in to the upper chest and the lower belly. And then on the exhale, slowly bring that hand to the front, framing the right foot, bringing the right foot to meet the left for a plank pose, exhaling knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga if you're ready. And then inhaling for an upward dog or baby cobra, and exhaling over into downward facing dog. This time, step the left leg high behind us, step it through between the hands, and once again, back up, nice. This time, taking the twist, right arm back first, and then the twist, left arm back. Good. Coming slightly deeper. Inhaling deeply. Twisting that away. Right arm back. And this time, left arm back. Good. This is the twist we want. So inhale that navel right into the spine if you can. Really opening up with that left arm to really come to a deep twist here. Inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, with control, frame that front foot, pop that right foot to the right to the left, and hang heavy in the forward fold. Really breathing loudly. On the next inhale, slowly rising up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, and arrive. So we should be feeling some warmth in the body, maybe a little sweat on that, maybe. The idea of those sun cells is just to open us up to the warmth of the sun in the morning.
If you're practicing in the evening, then it's similar, right? We're just trying to open our body up and kind of warm up a bit. I always notice when I've done sun cells that my lower back feels more open, and I just generally feel a little more grounded. And that's where we want to be. We want to kind of be like, it's sort of like getting the clay in the middle of the wheel before you kind of work it into a bowl or something. You want to have that clay sort of nice and malleable. And that's where we're aiming to feel like. So if you want to take another round of sun salutations, then just pause the recording and go ahead and do that now. You can take any of the variations that we've just been through, or you can keep up with me and we'll keep moving. If at any point this starts to feel too difficult, you notice your breath getting away from us, take a child's pose so that you're back and relaxing and feeling the noise of the breath coming into the body. More important that we move with the breath than that we try to put our body into a shape that it's not ready for. Yeah. So with that nice and malleable clay, we're gonna just hands to heart center and remember our intention. So I'm still, I'm grounded. On the inhale, arms rise overhead, slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward, hinging the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step both feet back, this time down facing dog. And just breathe in that shape. You want to keep the four corners of the hands pushed down into the mat. You can see the mat between the fingers. The knees can be bent. You're bringing the ears down between the shoulders and trying to create a nice long line of energy in that back. Once you've done that, if you want to lift the hips slightly higher and then plant the soles of the feet, that's cool, but honestly, this is a better downward dog with those knees bent and the back entirely opening up. So let's try for that shape if we can. On the inhale, bring the right leg high behind us. And on the exhale, step it through between the hands. Just inhale up for that opening shape in the front of the chest. My back knee's dropping. I'm just opening the chest here for kind of low lunge actually. When I'm in this shape, I'm just going to look behind me and I'm dropping that knee now, bringing the knee up and then dropping the foot down to 45-degree angles. I heel toe the right foot out to the right hand. And as I inhale, I've got nice stability between, so, you know, to exaggerate, you can take that right foot right away out and the left foot all the way back, 45-degree angle on the left foot, get straight to the front. This knee can come as far forward as that. That's the point where it can't go further. That's straight line. And keep that back thigh engaged. Make sure the hips are square as you inhale to rise up into a Virabhadrasana 1, a warrior 1 shape. And exhale deeply. Inhale, you'll feel that breath really filling the shape, particularly the thighs. And on the exhale, bring the right arm down, heel toe the right foot so that it's squared off with the left foot. So back foot square, right foot, heel of that right foot running to the middle of that back foot. You'll feel a slight opening both in the chest and the hips here. And then on the exhale, you can come further forward again into that right knee, as long as it doesn't come over that 90-degree line. Yeah. Inhale. Look over that right middle toe, middle finger. Make sure you're not leaning forward or back. Yeah, you want the shoulders over the hips. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let it go. Inhale deeply. Exhale slightly deeper into that right knee. Bring that right knee out towards the right pinky toe. That's the line of the opening you want. And then inhale, flip the right hand. Calm up, flipping the pose. You can have that left hand kind of gliding down the left leg if you want, or you can bring it to meet the right hip crease, whichever you prefer. But just inhale as if someone was pulling you up by that right hand. You're really stretching that right side body. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, see if you can come slightly deeper into the right knee. And then on the exhale, bring the right hand down inside the right leg. If it's easier, you want to maintain that arm on there, you can do that, but this is a nicer posture. Gives you more opening in that right and left hip.
And just bring that left arm up for the extended side angle. What we're trying to get here is a long line of energy from the left foot all the way up the left side body. And I find it easier to keep the right arm engaged on the knee here, just so I can get that nice deep stretch and the straight line of energy. On the inhale, bring that left arm over the body and just bring that right shoulder up slightly so you're opening the chest. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, frame the right foot with the left and right hand to bring it to meet the left at the back of the mat. You're in plank pose here. Take a flow or skip the flow and go to downward dog. So you know your flow, you know what you like to do. So take it and then end up back in downward dog. Those flows are optional at this point. The clay is nice and warm, so we don't need to warm the body up anymore. What we are trying to do is just give the body a sense of like, okay, that's one flow, we've done that. Now what? Yeah? Good. On the inhale, bring the left leg high, nice and straight up first, and then on the exhale, step it through. Again, just to repeat what we did. There's some symmetry, so I'm dropping the right knee, just opening that chest up. Nice. Good. This time, heel turning the left foot to the left side of the mat, bring the right heel down and the right foot at a 45-degree angle. That way, when I come up, I've got a nice wide base, yeah? The left hip and the right hip should be square to the front. Try not to open up, yeah? So they're square, and then on the inhale, rising up, warrior one. Again, you can come deeper into that left foot and that left knee, as long as this doesn't go over that 90-degree line, yeah? Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, heel toeing the right foot and the left foot, so that you're in a nice warrior two shape. Warrior two is the probably most grounding pose, as in it's the pose that brings us most into our body and makes us probably want to be elsewhere the most. Again, you can bring that left leg out towards that left pinky toe, as long as you don't come over the 90-degree line. The line of the left heel meeting the middle of the right foot, and the gaze over the left middle finger. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, and upper chest. And exhale, relax. And again, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, relax. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, flip that left hand. You can come back into the peaceful warrior shape. Either bring that right hand down or right leg. What you're trying to imagine here is that someone's lifting that left arm up with a string, yeah? So it's really stretching out that right and left side body. And then you can bring the right arm, the right hand in to meet that left hip crease if you like. But just noticing how much of a stretch you can get in that left side body. As you inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, coming slightly more deeply into that left knee. And then on the exhale, with control, either bringing that left elbow in to meet the left knee, or down to the mat. And as you inhale, rising up. Again, I'm trying to get that long line of energy in the side of the body, so it helps me to bring that left elbow to the left knee. Yeah. Again, that left knee is remaining bent, as long as you don't go over that 90-degree angle, and you can inhale to bring that elbow up and the right arm up. Imagine someone giving you the lightest of high fives on that right hand, just to bring that hand open slightly, continuing to breathe deep into that long line of energy from the right foot all the way up into the crown of the head as you bring that arm nice and over. You can inhale and bring that left shoulder slightly more open, slightly more towards the front so that you're opening that right shoulder out. And inhale deeply, one last deep breath, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then relax, frame the front foot, bring the right foot to the front, and at the front of the mat, and hang head in, forward fold. Good, relax. Inhale for halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, and then step down into a tabletop, and then just bring the knees wide in. Yeah, we're going to come down into a tucked toes, into a child's pose. The toes are tucked underneath. I have my knees nice and wide so that I can get nice and low between the knees. And exhale deeply. Take 5 deep breaths on your own time in child's pose and just find yourself still and grounded. Slowly walk the hands back, and you just want to roll up a little bit and bring the knees together. And you're just in hero's pose here. So my toes are tucked, untucked. My shoulders are kind of nice and open. And as I inhale, that breath is again coming right from that lower belly all the way up into the upper chest. Yeah. Whenever I've moved, this rhino has sometimes come with me and sometimes hasn't. I've left him with friends, he's moved around the country. What I love about him is how heavy he is and how stoic he is. Like he just moves very slowly. I love that kind of green color, just sort of very grounding. And there's this sense that no matter how fast my mind is racing or whatever crazy project I've decided to take on that week, this rhino really is kind of ever constant. Yeah. And that's a little bit like our breath. If we can just tap into it, really breathing low belly, mid belly, and upper chest with intention. We can slow the mind a little bit. Just then there was a really nice slight change in the light coming through the window. Just as I breathed out, it was really, it's lovely. Like, if we can notice those changes in the body that come with the changes in the breath, then we're on the right track. Okay, let's take that standing series one more time, a little quicker, and we'll add on a couple of poses, yeah? So just bring the hands down to the mat. This is where you might want a block handy, yeah? This is a yoga block. Other people might use a book or a box or a stack of cushions, anything you need that's just going to give you a little bit of extra height, just to grab onto. And just have it handy. We're going to come up on the inhale, tucking the toes into our downward facing dog, and just find ourselves all running there. Allow the blood to move around the body in the different ways then that's child's pose is allowed. And inhale to bring the right leg high behind us. Keep the right toes tucked so they're square to the ground. And exhale, slip them through. Again, opening up there, dropping that back knee, just so that we can find a little bit of opening in the chest. And then heel toeing the right foot to the right hand, and bring that the left heel down, rising up into a nice balanced warrior one with the hips square. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip the right hand, peaceful warrior. And then exhale down into your that side angle, or if you're ready, you want to try for it, extended side angle with the arm overhead. Good. This is where you're going to take that block with the right hand and just bring it outside the right foot. Because of the rhino, I'm going to need to make a little more room for myself, but I'm going to bring the right hand in the block, about a foot each way, right now, so the right foot. And then we're coming up onto that right leg, into what we call half moon pose. Good. Now the ideal here is to keep the right leg straight. You can keep it bent if you want. Again, the left leg nice and lifted. And then we're opening the chest, so that left arm again, like someone's giving us a high five on the left arm, and we're falling backwards slightly. But try and keep the balance. It's hard, and there's no shame in falling out of this. I've fallen out of this pose a bunch of times, and it's all good. Good, inhaling deeply. And exhaling, letting it go. You can bring that left arm to meet the left hip, just to check your alignment. Yeah, so that left shoulder needs to be above the right, and left foot keeps flexed, and then inhale, just bring high. Next inhale, slowly bring the left foot to meet the right in front of the mat, and then with control coming over into a forward fold. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, downward facing dog. You can take a flow here if you want to just stretch out whatever just got stretched in, or you can just move back and downward facing dog. Whichever is easiest, whichever you prefer, whichever your body is calling for. Good. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step the left leg through. And again, drop the right knee, open the chest, inhale. And then exhale, heel turn the left foot out to the left hand, heel turn the right foot out. And come up, nice wide stance, warrior one. Inhale deeply. Let it go. Inhale deeply. Let it go. Warrior two. Bringing the left foot and the right foot onto that same parallel 90-degree track. Inhale, flip the right hand. Come over. Piece of warrior. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, you can bring that left arm down to the left elbow, or if you're ready, you want to take the deeper side angle down to the mat. Inhale deeply. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, bring that left block out to the left side of the mat and come up into the half moon pose on the other side. I can't see you, but I'm sure there's a big smile on your face, just as there is on mine. And breathe. Again, the goal is to keep that left leg straight, but you can keep it bending it if it's easier. And we're also trying to bring that right arm out as if someone's giving us a nice high five. And flex the right foot. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, you can bring that right arm to meet the right hip, just to check you're aligned. So the right shoulder is directly above the left. The right foot is flexed. Inhale, bring the right arm up. And on the exhale, with control, bring the right foot to meet the left, hanging heavy in the forward fold. Good. Deep breath in, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, step or hop back into plank pose, chaturanga or downward dog, and then we're going to take a flow from there. And I'll see you in downward dog, okay? Good. Breathe deep in downward dog. Nice. Should be feeling a nice bit of arrival of perspiration here as we really get into the moulding of the clay part of the practice. Good. We're in downward facing dog. Let's, with control here, start to bring those feet and the hands to meet the middle of the mat in forward fold. Yeah? Good. Then inhale, slowly ragdoll up to Tadasana, middle of the mat. We'll take a tree pose here. So bring the weight into the left foot. You can kickstand that right foot here, or you can bring it to the calf, or if you're feeling adventurous and like you want to show off, you can always bring that right foot to meet the left thigh, wherever you like. Personally, I don't mind where you put it. Bring the hands to meet heart center. Try not to let that hip sat out too much. So you want to make sure that your right leg is coming out a bit. Yeah, so that you're square. And again, still and grounded here.
Inhaling nice and deeply and slowly. Just noticing if you want to bring those tree branches up and out and feel the breeze or just play with the balance. Like, notice the benefit of really grounding down into that left toe, big toe. If I ground down to the big toe, I can get a much more open shape actually. Trusting the body to know what it needs in this shape. Balance is amazing. I'm not doing that deliberately. My arms are going as long as I let them balance. And it actually turns out that our bodies know how to do it better than we do with our logical brain, which I always think is kind of cool. Okay, bring the right knee out to the front, yeah? And then arm like that on the mat, yeah? So on the exhale, slip it all the way back into that high lunge. Just inhale for the high lunge. Exhale, frame the front foot. Bring the front foot to meet the back for a downward facing dog. Roll forward into plank and take a flat. I'll see you in downward facing dog. When you're ready, that's good. Just walk again back to the middle of your mat. Slowly rolling up. Placing the weight in the right hand and the right foot this time. And again, you have the kickstand. Try to mimic what you did on the other side, but you may also find that the hips are feeling different, and that's cool too. You've got to move it somewhere else. Main thing is avoid putting the foot on the knee. Yeah, you don't want to hurt that knee joint. So just bringing it to the inner thigh and taking the pressure off the knee. It's good. Like me, you can use the wall for balance. First, coming into that nice prayer pose. Avoiding the sat of the hips. So sat is a funny word, but whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do with it. But try and have that square line. And you can get there by really moving down into the right big toe. And then you can take the tree pose. Again, trusting your body to do the balancing can be kind of fun. Like, you're not going to fall if you trusted it. Where you fall is if you sort of think, whoa, I'm scared. I'm going to try and make sure I definitely don't fall over. That's when I fall. Bringing it back to your intention. I'm still, I'm grounded. And again, bring that left foot round to the front. And on the exhale, stepping back for high lunge. Inhale. And exhale, framing the front foot. Bringing the back foot to meet the front, forward fold. And then we're going to take chair pose, so just bending the knees. All right. Bring the arms up overhead. Sitting back into our chair. So I can still see the toes over the knees. Tuck in the tailbone. Bringing that navel into the spine and sink slightly deeper on the exhale as you can. Inhale deeply. And exhale, fold forward. Bring the feet to the width of your mat. And start to bend down, bring the butt down, glutes down. And you can have the mat, the block here for the glutes if you want, or you can just sort of support yourself in yogi squat. The trick with the yogi squat is just to bring the solar plexus up to meet the thumbs. So you're actually opening up all the way from the hips, all the way up in those lower back muscles, right away into the chest. If I could see your back from here, and I can see it in the reflection of the rhino, I see you're kind of looking to arch the back open, like you're opening the collarbones towards the front. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, let's just come down to the mat. Nice. So I've got the knees bent, and I'm going to just, with control, roll down. Let's bring these heels towards the glutes. I can brush the heels with my middle fingers, depending on the length of your arms, and then I'm inhaling just to bring the knees and the hips up into a nice bridge pose. If you want, you can bring the shoulder blades in, clasp the hands underneath the sacrum, and really inhale deeply for a nice opening in the opposite direction from
all of those forward folds we've done. Just feel the nourishment here as you take that alternative perspective. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale. Again, inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And with control, come down one vertebrae at a time. On the next exhale. Good. Bring the feet to the width of the mat and just windshield wiper them left and right. Nice and relaxed. And then bring the knees together, hop the hips over to the right or the left, hop the hips over to the left, and bring the knees over to the right for a spinal twist. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Next inhale, bring those knees up to the middle. And hop the hips over to the right, bring the knees over to the left. Good, nice spinal twist. You can keep that right shoulder grounded if possible and just bring the gaze over the right shoulder if you like. Inhale deeply and exhale. Just allow that twist to do its work. One more. Next inhale, bring the knees up. I'm going to take feet up the wall for my inversion. I encourage you to do the same, although if you want, you can take a more sophisticated inversion. The main thing is just make sure that the glutes are right up against the wall before you take this pose. And relax. I'm keeping my Ujjayi breath engaged. It's kind of active relaxation. Just notice the blood changing direction in the body. And be open to that. You know, when the circumstances change, our feelings can change. And when we are stressed out, we're also capable of calming the mind if we do the right things. I'm going to just bring the soles of the feet to touch here and just kind of open up those legs like a book here. This is a kind of feet up the wall, but my legs are in butterfly. And if you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can always gently press those knees open more like a book, but don't overdo it, right? We're just trying to restore here. So inhale deeply and exhale. And then with control coming down onto the mat, however you need to do it. Most of us don't have a wall right next to our yoga mat. I know that. So just bring the feet, the knees into the chest for a nice hug here. Just take a moment. And then bring yourself into happy baby pose. So to do this, I've just grab the outside of the feet or the ankles. Make sure that the lower back is still in contact with the ground. And gently, if you choose, just rock side to side, opening those hips up. And with control, coming to our final resting pose. So, feet mat width apart. Hands, the backs of the hands on the floor by the mat. And just tuck the chin slightly. You might want to use a hand behind the head just to bring the back of the head in contact with the mat. And release all your breathing technique here. You're in Shavasana, resting pose. Just chill out and enjoy Shavasana. Find yourself completely relaxed.
Imagine you're on a beach and the waves are lapping at your feet. And slowly the lapping waves are coming up your legs. Up through the mid-body, up the chest. Relaxing the hands and coming over the head. You can breathe under this water. And just enjoy being underwater for a moment. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And let it go. Let the meditation go as you wiggle your fingers and toes. Come over onto one side or the other in a fetal position, just for a minute. And then, when you're ready, just rise up into a closing seat. Notice if you feel any different. Inhale deeply from the low belly. And exhale for Om. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. There's more of these at mattdavisyoga.com, and I'll see you again very soon.